Hello, my name is Arshpit Kaur. Here I would like to talk about the article review, comparative analysis of qualitative and quantitative approach in science education research. Here I would like to discuss about the next slide. The next slide is about the articles. The first article is bridging the gap between the qualitative and quantitative assessment in science education research with machine learning, a case, pretended language model based clusters, machine learning, problem solving. And the next article is about the useful of the quantitative and quantitative approach methods of research probing and science education system. They are different articles used by me in this article is that, and the next article is about that. The next slide is presented about that. Article 1, Bridging the Gap. Authors collaboration to explore qualitative and quantitative assessment, science education research, focusing utilizing the machines, learning specialized patented language model based cluster. Authors Alfred the University of the Potsdam, Germany, published in the journal Science Education and Technology, explores the different methods of the bridging gap between the research method that are used by the people in this method are other promises of challenges of using the machines learning and assess qualitative noticeability. In the next article is about the article 2, useful of the approaches like that the eyelashes Daniel is the developed in problem solving ability in science education curriculum written in 2006 Queen's University Bella Vista explore the useful and qualitative and quantitative approach in research phase and the research method of the art problem solving paganism and comparison of the method clustered articles shedding light on diverse quality quantitative research method. And the next point is about that is a ethical consideration opens into the explorer of the method assessments each methods and strength variable validity reality and the depth. These are the two articles that are discussed by me in this topic. And the next slide is about that key findings of the article 1 which are used in this presentation is that clustering methodologies utilizing the prepender language models like better produce clear, precise, and strong cluster application to both physical specialization and a general topics. And the next point is about that is a complex textual analysis. Cluster assist in analyzing open-ended response, enables spotting the coherences, cons, focuses elaborating and evaluating the patterns. And the next point is that enhance the qualitative evaluation of noticing ability challenges and drawbacks of the article 1 that I discussed in the last point that are required human validation interpretation and fine tunes relies on the access and a volume of data potential issues with data quality and quantitative interpretation and validity. These are the points are discussed by me in this key finding of the article 1 is a most methods that are clustering methodology challenging drawbacks demerits of this method complex and textual analyzing. And the next slide is about key finding article 2. Here we would discuss about the article 1, but here I would like to discuss about the article 2 in which I am discussing about the advantage and disadvantage of article 1 and 2 advantage of disadvantage of method qualitative method in depth insight subjective and time consuming is that their advantage of the article 2 is it's a time consuming take more time to take the survey and the other things. Qualitative method reliable objective and reduction both have a strong and limitation explaining the problems in a science curricula. Mixed method approach is a combined strength of the qualitative and a quantitative methods enhance the validity reliability and depth of research addresses limited of each method. Subjective and generalization quality approach proves in a subjective hard to generalize the quality approach make overlook into the differences mix method approach balance objective and constraints. These are the points that are discussed by me in this article too, is that they both have an advantage and disadvantage of this topic. Advantages are overweight the disadvantage, and the next slide is about that summary and literature review of article 1. Summary and literature review article 1, machine learning in science education benefits and challenges and clustering. Here I would like to discuss about the machine learning in science education, integration of the machine learning education research, application of machine learning and quantitative analyzing, potential and enhancing the data analyzing of insight, scalability, efficiency in data processing, consistency and objective in evaluation, ethical consideration in data privacy and uses, challenges related to data quality and interpretation responses. And the next point is that clustering. Clustering is a greater building in code representing from the transmission neutral network based language model, leans natural language pattern and structures. Clustering text analyzing is that the group similar response for pattern recognition, enabling depth textual analyzing and open-ended. These are the summary and the literature review of the article 1 is that most the benefit and challenges that are seen by in this article. The next slide is about that summary and literature review of article 2. There are different three methods that are used by in this article too, but here I am the six publication reviews in discussed above in this in-depth examination of the multiple research articles, investigation problem solving skills in science education, different quality and quantitative research approach explores inquiries, challenge in research, balancing the quality and quantity methodological, addressing the subjective and generalization concern, identifying approach, research design and nutrition's understanding. Importance of problem solving is this method is that problem solving is a critical skill in science education, enhancing the students ability to analyze and solve the complex issues. In this we will discuss about the student ability, how students can analyzing and solve the complex problems in this method, central role and first testing of critical thinking and objective that examination presentation displayed of the different methods like science education, different qualities, research approach and explores inquiries. And the next slide is about that suggestions for improvements. Here I would like to discuss about the suggestions about the article 1 and about the article 2, but here I am telling about the article 1 additional information, in which we will give the extra information to the consumers and to the students about that which products and which suggestion they are used in this method, including more details on cluster verification and analyzing that. We will provide the different informations and the verification codes that are used to be additional information. And the next point is a comparison, explore the benefit and drawbacks of alternative machine learning approaches. Comparison is that we can comparison in a one article and two article that can be approached in different methods. Applicability, investigation, the generalization of the classes to diverse science education domain. In this best the applicability, which applicable is reserved for this one that can be chosen for this method that are a diverse science and education domains. And next article is about that the article 2 that suggestions are given by me in this article. Proof, we will give the proof to the people that can be justified our sources that can be shown that these materials are used by me in this cluster is that is a proof stronger justification with current and relevant source addressing the flu. We will provide the knowledge to this subject to vary the quality and quantity, which method is more beneficial for us is a qualitative and the quantitative method. recommendation offered considered suggestion for the future research and study design. We will give the predictions and we will provide that we will give the reduction and explain how we can use this method into the future, and we study design with the different methods. And the next slide is about that conclusion. We will give the conclusion in this method is that insight for methods article compares and contrasting for insight into problem solving ability research. We will give the conclusion of this method like insight for method. We will give the different methods which are used by in this, like as a qualitative and quantitative method is a contrast for insight into the problem solving ability research. Importance of mixed method, that people use the both method qualitative and quantitative method that are used by the people. We will give the different material for this one with that method is important for you and that is not for important for you. We will provide the merits and demerits of the both methods, like the mixed method approach enhance the research depth and validity. We will tell this to everyone that in the qualitative method we will do this one, and quantitative method we will do this one. We have to research, we have to do research in a depth deep knowledge of the survey and all these things. After that we can do choose that it is a qualitative and quantitative method. Future research and ethic emphasize needs ongoing research and ethical consideration is that for future research which method is used for the people, like ethical and the research consideration. The report concluded on the discrimination journey to explore the multifarious landscapes of researching problems to solving the ability in science education through the critical examination of two distinct articles, one qualitative and other is quantitative, to eliminate the intrigues, the strength, and to enhance the approaches. That finding the retains of profounding understanding that a mixed method approach improves the validity, reliability, and depth quality of the quantitative lens. The report woke up call of the scientific education research entails balances qualitative and quantitative method. It shows the how innovations, ethical diversion research can be improved problem solving skills and enable the fast-packed solution of the scientific education. Additional author used by the address sometime to the paper potential flaws and based on the additional subjectivity of the variety of qualitative and quantitative research in a moral queries for future studies on base of the problem solving skills and science education curriculum. Author might to be some of the constraint reliability that are recommended to design and methodological starting prediction of the implications. uh, the report about the qualitative and quantitative methods to be prone subjective and sustainability that are insight from method importance of the mixed method future research and ethical. These are the methods that are used by the ethical and non-ethical people. And the next slide is that which materials and which references are used by me in this method is that for this research is that. Thank you so much.